Hello, Cooterville. Welcome back and welcome in. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you guys. Happy Tuesday to you. It's almost Thanksgiving, you guys. Can you believe it? Hello, Miss Lindsay Hendricks. Hello, Olivia B. Candy Kaboom. Good to see you. Michelle D. She's rocking the Lauren heads. Did you guys like the thumbnail? I made you wait extra long just to terrorize you with it. Good morning, Carolina Hurtado, Lamb Chop, Asphalt Sally. What do you even want, damn it? I love your name. Allie from Tennessee, Ostrich. We got Brian Plott in the house today. He says, Cooters unite. I love you, Brian. Brian, that's fucking awesome. Brian. Hello, Horror Ho. Denise and True Crime Kate. Joel Roberts is here. Schnitzerella. You guys have some cool names. Tempest. Marissa Monroe. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Cooter Undercover. Cooters, unite.
Cooters are united today to go back in time. And I was late today, okay? Hey, stay humble. I was late today. I'm so sorry, Stacy Caustic, that I was late in Isabel Park. Jammers, forgive me. I was going to play some jams this morning. I actually had Huey Lewis Back in Time on my playlist. So, back in time. Us Cooters are reuniting today to go back in time. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Blue Jay. Good to see everybody. I'm so excited that Cooterville is open for business. Better late than pregnant. Yeah, that's this is a true statement. Hello, Oakland County, Michigan. Holla, Michigan in the house. Love my Michiganders. All right, so we are going back in time for reals, though. This is going to be a good one, guys. I hope you guys are ready to laugh a little bit today. We're going 4 years back. Oh, shit. Hold on. I've got an added surprise. How could I forget? Hold on. How did I forget to pull up our Lejingo card? We have a game today. I fucking forgot. See, I told you I have COVID brain. Let's get that bad boy pulled up. I forgot I made that card early this morning. I was listening to Parawoman today, and I made a Jalingo board while I was watching for your entertainment. So let's get that baby pulled up, and we'll go over our card. We have Jalingo. All right, let me switch things around here. I totally forgot. But we're going back 4 years. This is after they were on Dateline. You can see her shirt says, if I go missing, I want Keith Morrison to French kiss me. Just kidding. I think that it says something about Keith Morrison. I don't know what. It might say she wants him to French kiss her. You never know. Okay, here's our card. Let's get this fixed up here. I don't know how I could forget. Sometimes it takes Jalingo just to get through one of these streams. Okay, so we got Jalingo over here. And we're going to move Lauren and John right over here. Thank you for your patience today. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so on the Jalingo, it's Jalingo because we've got John and Lauren. We have Keith. Oh, and I wanted to do another thing too, but I'll get that set up in a second. Keith filming. John. Cameras. Nervous. Lori. Kay. Idaho. Children. Tammy. Crew. Dateline producer. TV reporter. Tongue action. Chad. Stares at self. Expert. Grad school. Coughing fit. Tech issues. Because this was, BG before Grayson. I can hardly get through this. Forensics. Starstruck. My husband. and nice guy. Okay. Those are our words on the board. So this is going to be a fun one, y'all. This is going to be a fun one. Let's get this over here. I got to move my baubles. Let's get our little baubles. We'll move them just over here by Rue. Rue will keep an eye on the baubles for us. And I promise I'll never get rid of the turkeys, even though some people hate them. I got an email about the turkeys. They said it's so embarrassing when I'm out in public and you play the turkeys. Can you not? I don't think they had a producer 4 years ago. So you're seeing self-produced hidden true crime. Self-produced hidden true crime. All right, let's get into it. Are you guys? Oh, and we're going to do a Keith counter. This is going to be important. I haven't watched this yet. I skimmed it very, very, very minimally. So I did not cheat on the Jalingo. But I do think that there's going to be a lot of Keith. So let me get a counter up here where we can keep track of how many times they say Keith. You guys love the turkeys. Plus, it's almost Turkey Day. Who hates turkeys? Who does that? You know what was funny, though? True Crime Kate, thank you for 1 month of cootership. You know what's funny, though? This person was like, it's embarrassing when you play the turkeys, but she's not embarrassed to have people told to close their legs. I guess that doesn't offend her. Funny as hell. All right, so here's our Keith counter. Let's get this thing up. All right, we're going to start with a big fat 0. Let's get that thing. Where is it? Up here. We got to move it. Okay. I think we're ready to go now. We got Jalingo. We've got our Keith counter. And I'm going to need you guys, close your turkey legs. I'm going to need you guys to help me keep count of the Keith count because I've got a lot going on. I got Jalingo. I got you guys. I got this video. I got a lot going on, so I'm going to need some audience participation. If I miss anything on the Jalingo, throw a red X. Tell me what I missed. All right, and I'll be looking for your Keith counts in the chat. Okay, so we're going back to November the 13th, almost 4 years to the day. We loved being, or 2021, we loved being a part of Dateline. Please subscribe and check out our new website, hiddentruecrime.com. Dateline just finished up for Lauren and John on Pacific time, and we're here to chat about it with anyone still up. John refuses to watch, LOL. So I think he refused to watch the actual episode they were on. Oh, John. All right, so here we go. Let's kick this off. Hit the like button. And let's go.
Okay. Is anybody?
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, this is self-produced for sure. And John, he wants to eat your brain. Look at John. I want to eat your brain. We already have a cough. Well, we have to wait for a coughing fit. It has to actually be like more of a fit. All right, let's go.
Hey. Hello, Kay. We're honored you're
fuck.
here. I know it's late where you are, Kay.
Okay.
And hello, Julie. Hello, Stephanie. We joked it's so late that we're going live for maybe 5 people that might still be up.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Stephanie.
And our overseas listeners who maybe didn't get to watch it. And for our overseas listeners who didn't get to watch it, don't feel bad because John hasn't watched it yet.
Listen to this.
I watched Dateline without John tonight at his family's, his parents' house. And he stayed here with our son. So
Weird.
Why didn't you watch, John?
Yeah, that's a long story, but number one, I had.
Okay, so you can tell she's trying to show off this shirt that says If I go missing, I want Keith Morrison to French kiss me. And then they did not. We got to mark off John. They did not watch this together. They filmed for Dateline together, but didn't watch it together. So he stayed home to get their little kid in bed or whatever. And she went to his parents' house to watch them on Dateline. How weird. That's just weird to me.
And he stayed here with our son. So why didn't you watch, John?
Yeah, that's a long story. But number one, I had to get our little guy to bed. So that was something. He just went to sleep 30 minutes ago. So Friday nights are tough nights for him because he's a little antsy after a week of preschool.
Right.
She's like, oh, I don't really know anything about that. Can you like tell me more about what my son does and doesn't do? Because I'm not really present. What is this? You both go on Dateline, but he stays home to put the kid in bed on a Friday night? The kid can't go to his grandparents and run around and be a kid? Fucking weird, dude. Thank you. Thank you, Snikta. That is so weird. Is this convenience or what are we witnessing here? I can tell you what you're witnessing is real. The participants are not actors.
But other than that, I think, honestly, I think I'll try to make this short, but the forensic work is tough work and it's adversarial because every time I do an evaluation, there's an opposing party.
We got forensics on here already. God, they talk about this a lot. So we got forensics on the board. He's talking about forensics.
That I know is going to rip my reports apart.
Oh, I'll give you the link. Hold on.
When I first started doing forensic work years ago,
hear this?
I was really, really self-conscious about my reports, and I knew they were going to be critiqued and skewered. And so I learned to just to become completely immersed in my work. And when it was done, to just let it go and not worry about the fact that, opposing parties or attorneys or psychologists were going to, critique my work really thoroughly. And so once I finished the work, I just didn't want to think about it. I think it's like that.
So he's talking about doing forensics. And after he did the forensic reports, he said he didn't want to talk about it. This is all very strange. We have no proof that he has ever worked in forensics or in a forensics capacity. There's no proof other than whatever you call it. Thank you, Isabel Park, and welcome to Cooterville. Come on in and close your legs. Thanks for becoming a member. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. Jada, sorry. Thanks for pointing that out. She has a picture up here of, who is that above JJ and Tylee? Is that her and self-proclaimed? That's it. That's what I was looking for. Galen came in hot with
help a brother out here.
10 Cooterships. Thank you, Galen, so much. That is so supportive of you.
Coming in hot.
Just like a fajita. Thank you so much. Welcome, new little Cooters. Little bit of Lisa, Stacy, Yogi Bear, most talkative, Miss Rachel Madison, Little Mama, Lucia Williamson, Jackie Blue, and Floki. Welcome in. Welcome to Cooterville. So that looks like maybe a Lauren and John, and then JJ and Tylee. And it says justice on it. Forensics could be anything from a pre-sentencing report, testifying in court, parole assessments. He makes damn fuzzy statements. That is a true story. He's not really clear on what he's done. And that's a red flag for sure. Thank you again. And thank you all the moderators that are here today. I love you.
Just help a brother out here.
With television, I prepared for the interview and threw myself into it. And once I finish it, I feel like it's kind of out of my hands and I just want to let it go.
Well, Kay Woodcock just said that you'll be getting movie offers. Watch out.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, thanks, Kay. I don't
Oh, look at it. Kay said you'll be getting movie offers. He's like, thanks, Kay.
think so, but I appreciate the thought. I'm pretty sure that I would need to improve quite a lot before I would get a movie offer.
Thank
Oh
you,
yeah, and I'm
Margie.
not gonna play Chad Daybell. So please.
Yeah, no, I will not allow that. That will not happen. As long as I'm your wife. But
What? Whoa. Has he gotten offered a role? I mean, he does kind of fucking look like Chad. She said that was serious. Not as long as you're my wife or I'm your wife. And we got Chad on the board. Thank you.
I'm not gonna play Chad Daybell. So please.
yeah, no, I will not allow that. That will not happen. As long as I'm your wife. But
Oh, I wonder if he was offered a role. We have a tongue action too.
Kay, actually, it started.
Hold on.
Oh, please.
Yeah, no, I will not allow that. That will not happen. As long as I'm your wife. But Kay, actually, it started so late for us. Everybody watched it. We were the last ones to be able to watch it where we are on Pacific time. And we were so grateful when Kay and Larry texted us and thought it was great because we sighed relief. I had high anxiety. John had high anxiety.
God.
And we got the text from Kay and Larry tonight that said they thought it was great. And we both sighed relief. And we said, well, as long as it's Kay and Larry Woodcock approved.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
okay.
we relaxed at that point. So
and Bobby did an amazing job.
This is quite sickening to look back on, huh? Her shirt says, if I go missing, I want Keith Morrison to French kiss me. I don't know. I don't know what the bottom says. If I go missing, I want Keith. And she keeps putting her, showing off her shirt. She wants Keith to see it. She wants Keith to see this shirt.
And so did Jerry Kay, Charles Vallow's brothers.
Oh
we're
God.
so proud of them for being a voice for Charles. And just some incredible voices tonight. And
it says, if I go missing, I want Keith Morrison to talk about how something.
I thought it was a great episode. I am telling John right now in real time, because again, for those just getting here, we almost have 100 people with us. I know it's 2 a.m. in New York right now.
Lit up a room? Is that if I go missing, I want Keith Morrison to talk about how I lit up a room. Sin. Oh my God.
But for those just coming, I just walked in the door. I was watching it at my in-laws, John's parents' house, about 5 minutes away. John has not seen it. I just walked in the door.
Oh, they moved 5 minutes away from his parents. John, you just go ahead, go on over there. You just go over there, watch the Dateline. I'll stay home, take care of the child.
And we're going live, so we're telling John about it in real time too. So right, the other star was Jerry Vallow. So
Stop.
Thank you to everyone for all your kind things that you're saying. Yeah, so I have to point out my shirt that I'm wearing. First off, I shared it on social media, so I know some of you have seen it. But it says, if I go missing, I want Keith Morrison to talk about how I light up a room. And I just have to say this.
There it is. Light up a room.
We were watching Dateline, and it was like in the first quarter. And Keith Morrison says, Chad Daybell never lit up a room.
Oh my God. Why is this so funny? Do you guys find this funny? Are you laughing along or laughing with? I think I'm laughing with.
We were watching Dateline, and it was like in the first quarter. And Keith Morrison says, Chad Daybell never lit up a room. I was like, oh my gosh.
How many Keiths do we have by now? I know she said Keith Morrison just now, but we've got him on the shirt. Hold on. This is going to be hard to keep track of, but we'll do it. We've got, I'm going to put 2 on here because there's a lot more to come.
That's all I need.
3.
I was done after that, but then it got better because we.
Are you sure he didn't light up or preparing the people conference room? Because I think he may have. I don't think that's the most dynamic crowd.
According to the speech we have on our YouTube channel and the laughter, it seems like he was lighting up that room. But according to Lori Daybell, he says that nobody cared, and the only person that cared about his speech was Lori. So
let me just make a comment on your shirt, by the way, because if you go missing, I would be concerned because I'm pretty sure that somebody would point the finger at me first. So
right, if
So-
I go missing, nobody's going to care
Yeah.
about whether or not I light up a room. They're going to be looking at you, going, "What'd you do,
right.
John?"
So
Yeah.
please don't go missing. And
Okay.
We got
if you do go
Lori.
missing, there's going to be a couple of broken hearts in Henderson, Nevada. So
Keith.
that we'll be looking for you, but don't go missing. Please don't go missing.
I will not go missing. I promise.
Oh my God.
And to those
Stop.
saying that you like my shirt, I will have to say I got it from a company called Arden Clothing on Etsy, and they are not asking me to do this, but they are such a
On
sweet
Etsy?
family, and we exchanged messages because I said, "How quickly can you send me this shirt? Because I need it by Friday," and they were so nice. So if anybody's wondering where to get that shirt, I'll throw that out there. Go to Etsy, search Arden, Arden clothing. They were a very kind couple, and they shipped these shirts fast because I needed a Keith Morrison
This
shirt
is how people
before
get
10.
Moidwood.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's so low and he's like eating his mic.
Yeah. So John, we were in it a lot. First off, I think a lot more than you would or I thought that we would be in it. I want you to know that we did share a little behind the scenes Patreon episode earlier today, and we were keeping expectations low. We had heard from Shane Bishop, the producer, we would be in it. We made the cut. But we were like, maybe we'll be in it 10 seconds. I don't know. So just so you know, John, we were in it a lot. We were, and you did great, babe. You did great.
my
I'll just say
God.
that. And everyone's agreeing with me. As Kay Woodcock said, you're going to get some offers for some movies soon. You were
Yep.
were
Chad,
amazing, and I'm proud of you. So
producer.
good job.
I just want to say, well, thank you for that. But I want to say that I feel like we wouldn't be in this position without our community, our listeners. So I just want to thank them. The outpouring of support we got even before Dateline was amazing. And I really feel like our community is so great and so supportive. A couple people wrote and they said that they feel like they're our friends. I mean, we have made a lot of friends
I cannot.
through this, and we're super
Ugh. A lot of people said they felt like our friends.
grateful for their support. But the people that we don't talk to as much, many times I still feel like they're our friends, and I'm glad that people wrote that, because we do read all the comments and sometimes we can't respond to them all. But in many ways, I feel like I'm just the starting point, right? I feel like I'm a catalyst. Like, I'll do an analysis, and then our listeners or our community will.
Hey, Jojo. Thank you. Jojo says, I love you, Jay. I've been here since Watts. Thank you, Jojo, for your support. That's a long time, girlfriend.
Take that analysis and run with it and add to it, and then we'll read it and we'll learn from that, and then we'll respond to that, and then they'll respond. We have this wonderful dialogue in our community, and it's
Oh my
really
God.
it's been really amazing, and I feel like that's
What's up, Sleuthy?
how we got to this place, because our listeners are so supportive, and they're so smart, and they're so kind, and they offer such great feedback.
Oh, they're so smart. Don't lie. You think they all have low IQs. Fucking liars. We know how you feel. You think everybody has a low IQ except you.
Feedback
Keith
that we've
Morrison.
learned from them too.
Yes.
And that's that's a wonderful position to be in.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say what Julie Holden said too. This is great, but she said, if I ever go missing, I want the Vallow brothers to find and take care of whoever's responsible.
A what?
That was a great part. Jerry and Bobby made it clear what they were going to do if Alex was still alive. So
The Vallow brothers?
True, Julie. True.
Who's Julie?
Thank you everyone for your kind words. So yeah, John, it was you did great. You were on there more than Julie Rowe. So you did that.
That's encouraging. Yeah, because I don't have a cult.
And for those that asked earlier, no, we did not know Julie Rowe.
Oh, I take that back. I take that back, sir. You need to walk that one right back. You guys do run a cult. It's called Hidden True Crime. Hidden True Cult.
You did that.
That's encouraging. Yeah, because I don't have a cult.
And for those that asked earlier, no, we.
Ooh, he got some tongue action after that. Tongue action after the cult.
Because I don't have a cult.
And for those that asked earlier, no, we did not know Julie Rowe was going to be a part of this. No, we don't know who else is going to really be interviewed. Kay told us, no, Jerry, and his wife, wonderful wife, Melanie Vallow, let us know that Jerry was going to be on. And
all the name dropping on these victims.
And then we knew that Nate was going to be a part of it because Nate and Eric had been interviewed the day before us. But I think that's really all we knew. We knew about some of the material, but we didn't know Julie was going to be a part of it. So we were looking forward to it as much as all of you. Besides knowing some of the material, we didn't know how they would put it together. So here we are.
No one cares.
And you're right. Sorry, going back to the community. I think this is a moment where John and I did both share that this is going to be a quick, late episode for us tonight, but we definitely wanted to thank our community because this really has, as John said, going back to
I'm going to speed them up
or Dr. John, whatever I'm supposed to call you.
Yeah, was
whatever I'm supposed to call you. They were still kind of awkward then.
That in there, by the way?
That was not in there, but that's a conversation. So true story. We get criticized for me calling Dr. John Babe on this show. They think that I should call him something else. And so I now try to call him Dr. John on our YouTube channel. And so then when we were on the Dateline set, I kept calling him Dr. John, and Keith Morrison kept looking at me like, and he finally just straight up asked, he's like, do you call him Dr. John at the dinner table? I was like, well, sometimes, yeah, I've gotten used to it.
Coughing fit.
And then I said basically, well, we were using terms of endearment initially, and then we got some criticism from our listeners about how it was kind of juvenile. So, and then juvenile in the way
she actually blamed her coughing on her MS, but said that the stress from her stalker was exacerbating that. That's what she said. But here she is, happy as a fucking clam, just on Dateline, thinking she's a star, and she's still coughing. So I think that's another lie on her behalf.
way that Chad was in his love letters to Lori. So
yeah, so we're like, we're not going there then. Yeah,
right, so
doctor it is.
Yes, right. So we had to go to my stage name.
So I'm like, that's one thing Chad will never be. We'll go with doctor. So.
Yeah. So
what else? We have a few things going on. We have this is funny, but I think in our first or second, maybe third episode, which was done a year ago, John and I, Dr. John and I, Babe and I started talking about how we were going to have a hidden true crime website and that it was coming soon. And then we stopped talking about it because it just kept not coming. Well, that came out today, guys. So for everyone, Dateline really helped us get our stuff together. I think it was the push that we needed, honestly.
Me either, Lindsay.
Our stuff together. And so check out hiddentruecrime.com. That's our website. And we're really proud of it. And tonight, this afternoon is the first time it's ever public. So that's something. Do you want to share? Also thank our wonderful now friend who helped us make that, Babe?
Stage
yeah. So
sorry.
So we want to thank. I'm sure he's asleep now, but Zach, who runs Magna Web Services, did our website, and we're really grateful. He was super accommodating.
Matt. Okay, let's remember these names because back then they may not have been a red flag. But I think it's interesting to maybe see who they utilized back then.
Magna Web Services
Magna Web Services
did our website, and we're really grateful. He was.
Hi, Emmy Joe. You all right today, Emmy? You hanging in there, sister?
Super accommodating and very talented, and he helped us a lot. So thank you, Zach. And
I
so
said
we want to thank. I'm sure
Zach.
he's asleep now, but Zach, who runs Magna Web Services, did our website.
Yeah, Zach from Magna Web Services.
And we're really grateful. He was super accommodating and
super duper
very talented, and he helped us a lot. So thank you, Zach.
Yeah. Thank you, Zach. He makes great websites for anyone. And I just have to read something Kay Woodcock said, because we always say when something's Kay Woodcock approved, we're good. She just said, OMG, no. Pet names as a couple is not juvenile. It's real. And nobody should compare you all to the evil. So thank you, Kay. And hello, babe. See, we're good.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Kay.
Ugh, his tongue. Thanks, Kay. I mean, I don't even know how he does that. I lick my lips a lot. I know it's a bad habit, but God, he's just like. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Kay.
And on our website,
That's right,
I have
Kim.
a list here. It's actually really sweet of people. This is written by John, by the way, this list I have here. And they're just people that he wanted to make sure that we thanked tonight.
And I'm sure we're forgetting some people too. So, but
we're absolutely, we're
yeah.
not forgetting people. We're just not thanking everyone that we need to thank. This isn't, one of those speeches where we're going to go on and on and on and on and on. But because our website's up and because this is a big moment for us.
Are you going to thank Law and
and we
Crime?
talked about that on our Patreon account too. It's a moment.
Please
it's
do.
a moment that we're, happy about and it's fun. But on our website, our new website, Hidden True Crime, we have beautiful illustrations for all of our episodes. And we worked really hard to find
What
an
does that mean?
artist
Hey, Greer.
who saw our vision. And she even did a beautiful, she even did a beautiful two of
Who?
our episodes. And we worked really hard to find an artist who saw our vision. And she even did a beautiful, drawing of JJ and Tylee.
Who's that?
With balloons. But her name is Yvette Gilbert. So we want to thank Yvette for doing.
Okay, so Yvette Gilbert was the artist before Christina. Yvette. It's like Prince. The artist formerly known as Christina. Jesus criminy.
Doing that. I keep coughing, so I keep stopping to mute my mic. We're working on the cough. I'm figuring it out. It's almost like leftover from bronchitis, and we're trying to figure it out. So
Oh, it's leftover from bronchitis. Hey, Pines. I thought it was MS and stress. Ooh. Let's hear that again. Let's play that again for Christina in the back.
I keep coughing, so I keep stopping to mute my mic. We're working on the cough. I'm figuring it out. It's almost like leftover from bronchitis, and we're trying to figure it out. So sorry, everyone. Our mods, Collette and Julie Holden and Stephanie Budge and Liz Soden Johnson and Edie Miller, our wonderful guest and law expert, retired criminal attorney Lori Hellis, who's always here.
Oh.
She's writing a book about.
Oh, shout out to Lori Hellis. Wow.
The case. You wrote down Shane Bishop and Keith Morrison. Very sweet. I do want to give a special thanks to Keith and Shane, though, because.
So that's 2 more. I think we're on 8 Keiths. This is going to be hard to keep up with because she says it a lot. But we got 8.
I think it was a month ago. A month ago on YouTube, and I will put it up later. A lot of you know, but a month ago on YouTube, I made a joke that after the love story came out with Chad and Lori, and John and I shared it on our Patreon account, that episode where I did a reading, and we read about the scientific phenomenon of
No, I didn't. I watched Jolene, but she gave me a shout out. That's so awesome. Shout out right back to Jolene. She's so damn cute. Thank you for letting me know, Galen.
Fire. I made a joke on our YouTube channel, scientific phenomenon of loin fire.
Oh, John. The loin fire we're talking about in 2021.
I made a joke on our YouTube channel, and I said, all I want is for someone to be interviewed by Keith Morrison and have Keith Morrison say, did you say loin fire? And then we're interviewed by Dateline a month later. And so I told Shane Bishop, I said, look,
Shut up.
I have one request.
I told Shane Bishop, you know, that wonderful Dateline producer.
Just one. I need Keith Morrison to please say loin fire. And
Stupid. Guess what, you show-offs? When I went on Dateline, guess what? They flew us to fucking New York City. We got a whole tour of the NBC studios and everything the next day. Did y'all? Or did they kind of come to your city? Did they come to Utah? God, these people are just braggarts. Like, we're the only people to have ever done this. Look at us. I can't stand it. It's so, it's just cringy.
he came through.
Hey,
They both
Soul.
came through for us tonight. So a big thank you to them for making dreams come true for me. I don't know if that was as big of a dream for John, but
No, I'm supposed to, when you say loin fire, I'm supposed to do the Keith Morrison impression, which is,
Dr. Macy, that's awesome. Thank you for letting me know. I love Jolene.
yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck just happened? Ah, I'm scared. What was that? Holy shit. Okay, I got to pay attention. I'm excited that I got shouted out by Jolene, though. I was a little discombobulated for a minute there.
for making dreams come true for me. I don't know if that was as big of a dream for John, but
No, I'm supposed to, when you say loin fire, I'm supposed to do the Keith Morrison impression, which is, yeah.
right. By way of Saturday Night Live. If you
That doesn't sound like Keith Morrison at all. It sounds like Samael. That sounds like Samael coming through the mic.
haven't seen that,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The fuck?
right. By way of Saturday Night Live. If you haven't seen that,
Yeah.
right. By way of Saturday Night Live. If you haven't seen that,
Oh, yeah,
Saturday
right.
Night
Yeah,
Live
that's the Bill Hader impression of Keith Morrison, which I didn't do very well there, but
Yeah. And then we want to thank, so we were on Mormon Stories a couple of months ago as well.
Oh.
And we've become really close to
Oh, all these names that are coming up. Hold on. They were on Mormon Stories, both of them? We need to find that episode stat. I had no idea. So in 2021, both of them were on there? Oh, okay. Monica, if she wants the version without commentary, I can email it to her. He makes that sound when he has a loin fire. Teresa D says Hellas was mentioned as an expert. All right, we'll mark off expert, girl. So it would be 2021 Mormon Stories. We need to see if that's out there.
Mindy Caldwell, the co-host on that, and she has been doing incredible.
Well, we know Mindy. Mindy has hindsight. So we've got another name here.
For us for free volunteer work, and we're just really great. Yeah. And then
I need to hear this again.
So we want to thank, so we were on Mormon Stories a couple of months ago as well, and we've become really close to Mindy Caldwell, the co-host on that, and she has been doing incredible work for us for free volunteer work, and we're just really grateful for her. She's actually getting us transcripts of all of our episodes. It's really incredible. Robin B, Karen, Michelle, Larry, and Kay, we're so glad to see you here in the middle of the night. I know where you guys are. Jess, we interviewed Jess. She's become a wonderful friend, and she really supports us. And that's Brandon Boudreau's good friend, and she was Melanie Pulowski's friend. I say was because I think it's a was.
Cinnamon.
Now. Pretty sure that's a was, but I won't speak for Jess there. But her interview, we have an interview with her on our
She's
channel.
helping us
You
for
can search for that.
free.
And, others. Mary Tracy is another one. She was Alex Cox's good friend. And
my
it has
God.
not been easy for Mary to face what happened. And she does it really brave because she really cared for Alex Cox. And so that's
I remember Mary. Mary was like a comedian that hung out with Alex because he did stand-up comedy.
think about it. I think she shows a lot of bravery and humility to listen and to learn and to be humble and sit back and try to understand who her friend was and what might have happened. So that's just a few people that we want to thank tonight. So hey, Tad Audie is here. She's never here because she's always in Australia. So this is what happens when you go live really late. We have everyone here.
Oh my God. Shut up.
What else, babe? Babe, did you? I can call you babe. Thank you, Kay.
Stephanie said you should call me Dr. Babe. So maybe we need to meet halfway.
Dr. Babe.
Yeah. Maybe that's the way.
I'm going to puke.
Not bad. And then that'll be really fun to call you that at the dinner table. Dr. Babe, could you pass the funeral potatoes?
Right. That
Dr.
would be.
What? No, I have them on 1.25. Is it too fast? Dr. Babe passed the funeral potatoes? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
Maybe that's the way.
Not bad. And then that'll be really fun to call you that at the dinner table.
Hi, Sarah.
Dr. Babe, could you pass the funeral potatoes?
Right. That
Dr.
would be
Babe.
that would be a little awkward. Yeah. I think it should be one or the other.
Yeah. People are asking if we're going to play the Dateline here. People keep asking us. We're a little bit, I think, wary
Very tasteless
of what we're legally allowed to do and how to do it. So we're trying to figure that out, but we don't want to record it off a screen and then air it because that wouldn't be fair to NBC either.
Hi, B.
So we're trying to figure that out. And if anybody knows those type of streaming rules or what we're able to do, let us know. But that's why we haven't streamed it live, is because we're just not sure of.
We're gonna need to talk to Dateline to see what we can do. But if we can put it up, we will.
Yeah.
And apparently
why don't you just, get a hold of the wonderful producer? You know everybody's first and last names. Don't you have their home phone numbers? God. Hello, Claudia. She says you can start the show now. All right, let's get into it then.
We haven't seen it, but apparently they did.
Thanks, Wicked West.
A little piece on us, I guess, right? I don't know where that is on their website. They said they might put up a little bit on our history and some of the stuff we talked about.
Yeah. Shane mentioned to us, that he was going to do a little an extra about us on the web, and we haven't.
And Shane told us he's going to do an extra on us because we're so extra special.
An extra about us on the web, and we haven't seen that yet or know if it's on there. And people are asking if it replays on the NBC app. I'm sure it does. Here's a tip too for our overseas listeners. We have a lot of them. They were asking how you could find it.
Where is Cox?
What I figured out is that you Google VPNs, V as in Victor, PNs.
Okay.
And
what do you
I
get?
did
Proton?
find one page, but if you Google VPNs and Dateline, you can find ways to get that overseas too for free. There's my tip for it.
Oh, so you knew exactly what a VPN was back in 2021, but you made it sound like this Proton email was so fucking dark, like it came from the dark web. This bitch knows exactly what she's doing. Wow. Do you guys remember that? When she said that, she acted like the Proton was so it came from a Proton. Here she's giving advice. Hey, overseas people, just download a VPN. You're good. Liar.
I did find one page, but if you Google VPNs and Dateline, you can find ways to get that overseas too for free. There's my tip for you. I didn't say that though. I hope Shane's not listening.
Really? I hope Shane's not listening. Let's turn her in.
But there you go. John, you did great. So let me tell you a few things. John, one second. They showed footage of Melanie Pulowski being handcuffed. That was interesting. So just so everyone knows, John and I had seen the footage outside of Brandon Boudreaux's parents' home when police were talking to Melanie and Alex outside of the home where Melanie was trespassing. We had seen that, but we did not see, right? You didn't see that. We did not see the her getting handcuffed later on that night at the police station.
No, I don't. That wasn't in the clips that they sent to us. But so did that come as a surprise to you when she was?
Well, I knew that she'd been charged. It came as a surprise that they had that footage. Yeah, and that I didn't know about that. So
Thanks for being here, Veronica.
It was MFDL. That's what I say. Made for Dateline.
Right.
What?
Was it?
You are terrible.
And
they're not fun.
That was interesting to me. And I will say I loved I had told Shane that I had thought that the Zulema story about the sheet gave off some Dexter vibes, and they actually had Dexter footage of him throwing a sheet on a bed. I'm smiling like that's fun, and that is not fun. That's not a fun part of a story, but it was fun that they actually were able to get Dexter footage. I was like, exactly.
And for our podcast listeners,
Hey,
they know that I refer to Dexter quite a bit.
Don't worry,
I refer to him. What's with him and Dexter? Hey, retired, not bored. Hey, Dr. Vonda. Welcome in, guys. Happy Tuesday to you.
Back. You were nervous.
Yeah, what happened? You switched sides. That was strange.
It was a portal.
Okay. Yeah. Did we just switch rooms through the portal?
Like, how can you joke about this with Kay in your chat? Yeah, we do have tech issues too. This was before Grayson. How can you laugh? I mean, this is a serious question. This is what gets me about these people. That's just something that I would never feel comfortable joking about unless they led the joke. You know what I mean? Like, if they led the joke, okay. But to be the hosts with the victims in the chat, I don't know. I find it to be a little tacky. I find her shirt to be tacky. I just find all of this to be tacky as fuck.
Okay. Yeah. Did we just switch rooms through the portal?
I went to mute the mic and I accidentally took myself off the stream.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway.
All right. I'm speeding her up.
Let me see. Also, let me check really quickly on something. I'm going to see.
See, look, she had to actually try to figure this shit out herself at one point.
1 second.
Yeah, she's got no.
I am inviting someone to jump on, but I don't know if they want to. So that's why I'm saying someone. So if they
hold on, she's inviting someone to jump on with them. Okay, who could it be?
Decline.
Who could it be now?
They won't feel bad, and no one will know who declined. But I thought it would be fun if somebody that's jumped on with us before. What else? Do you have any questions, Dr. Babe?
Do I have any questions? Why don't we ask?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. Or does anybody? Yeah, do any of our viewers have questions about the process?
No,
or
no one cares.
Anything that you want to know about our Dateline experience?
About the process. It's a TV show. God, these two she is something else. I mean, I'm surprised she doesn't have a big spotlight on her just to feel more important.
I'm checking on the person. And someone is saying, if Kay is still here, you are my hero. Someone's asking what my t-shirt says. It says, if I go missing, I want Keith Morrison to talk about how I light up a room.
See how she skipped over this? If Kay's here, I want her to know she's my hero. And then right back to her. Right back to her. All this fame is because Kay lost family members. If you think about that. All of this joy, all of this excitement. Yeah, I think we can check off Starstruck for sure. Thanks, Teresa. All this excitement, all this joy, all this woohoo is because Kay lost family members in murders. Isn't that weird when you think about it? I just see this from such a different perspective than I think I would have back then, even.
So my t-shirt says, it says, if I go missing, I want Keith Morrison to talk about how I light up a room. And to remind everyone, Keith Morrison tonight said Chad Daybell has never lit up a room. So that was a moment that I will not forget. So I was impressed. People are cheering on the person that I want to jump on. Okay, she's here, guys. She's here. Collette.
Hi.
Hello.
Who's
Collette
Collette?
did not know that I was going to ask her to come on. So you are very
I'm
kind to be here.
confused.
But I thought maybe, so Collette is our friend that we thanked earlier. She's with the group True Crime Underground, Lori Daybell Cult Mom. She's still up, which I was surprised about. I'm so surprised at how many people are still up right now with us. And I wanted to know you.
Okay, I don't know Collette, but I do remember True Crime Underground, and I remember he came on my show, Carl Danger. But I do not remember this Collette.
Your reaction, Collette. I wanted to know what you thought as you watched.
It was my favorite Dateline today. Actually, it was my favorite episode, any kind of episode
Oh, she wanted to bring someone up to fucking stroke her ego.
around the case. It's been on TV. Usually, it's old information. I don't want to be, I feel like I'm being rude. Like, what if they're watching? But usually, a lot of times it's like older information, or I don't know. It just, there's a lot of funny one-liners in it that I liked, and there were some new pieces. I obviously loved hearing from Charles's brothers. I liked seeing you guys. I liked all the one-liners that they told.
Like what?
Snuck
Like
up.
one-liners as in?
Like that he doesn't light up a room.
Oh, yeah.
The neighbor like saying like, yeah, okay. Like when Chad told her she could come to her, and she's like, yeah, no, you're a murderer. I'm not calling you for anything, sir.
The landlord. Thank you for bringing up the landlord. The landlord was awesome, John. John doesn't know about the landlord. They had a Hawaii landlord that Chad had texted stuff to. And didn't she say, yeah, Lori told me he was prophetic. And I was like, okay, sure. He's like, and then I went and Googled him and I realized his wife had died a week and a half earlier. And I was like, yeah, no.
Tiana, are you joking? I hope you're joking. Tiana Gray, why is there a cease and desist to Lauren from Keith? Are you joking? I certainly hope.
So.
Well, and she confronted him. That's what I loved about it. It's like she didn't just let it slide. She was like, sir, do you want to talk about your wife that died 2 weeks ago? How did that happen? Did you know this woman prior, or what is the story here?
Right. That was good. Like I said, I loved Jerry and Bobby. What else? Julie Rowe was interesting. I mean, Julie Rowe I thought she was kind of random in my opinion, but there she was. And Julie was there. I guess she was there to say, yeah, Chad had plotted Tammy's demise. I guess that was.
Oh, we got Tammy.
I think.
I mean, sure. I like that it was 1 minute of fame. Just one.
Yeah.
She was mad that Julie Rowe was on the Dateline. That's what I'm getting from this. Jealousy of Julie Rowe. Why would that be? Did she always want to interview Julie Rowe? And if you're new here, I interviewed Julie Rowe. Hey, Walwyn, I interviewed Julie Rowe.
Why did she? This was her first time on Dateline, right? This was her first Dateline appearance. Am I right or am I wrong? There's been so many now.
I think so. I think she's claimed through her TikToks and YouTube that she's done a lot of media, but I think it was like Nancy Grace and I think East Idaho News.
Yeah. Oh, Julie Holden pointed something out that I noticed too. The landlord called Tammy Chad's real wife, not like past wife or his former wife. She referred to Tammy as the real wife. Didn't she say like, yeah, then I found the real wife's obituary. I was like, that was awesome. That was awesome to me.
Joel, did she call you back?
This is a really Liz noticed somehow that she was only wearing one earring, but it was huge. The one that she was wearing was like the size of 3 earrings. And so it's like, how did she not notice that she only had one on? I mean, that's a really random thing, but I just thought it was funny that Liz noticed that.
Yeah, I did not notice that. Liz Johnson noticed that?
Yeah.
John, do you have your wedding ring on right now, by the way?
Wait, what? Okay, first we have a Liz Johnson. I wonder if that's a relative. And now she's asking if John has on his wedding ring. Bitch, he can't get that thing off. Are you kidding? He'd have to have it welded off.
The way?
Yes.
Okay, confession time. Colette, I don't even think Colette knows this. I don't think anybody knows. Kay knows this. Kay knows this because Kay visited us. Don't show it yet. Don't, hold on. I got to preface it. You guys saw that. Kay Woodcock knows this because she did us. Don't show it yet. Don't.
Oh my God. Is that the same kind of rings that Lori and Chad had? Please say no. Doesn't that look like it's... maybe it's just silver and it's reflecting off of like furniture or something. I don't know. Liz from the voicemail. I don't know what that means. Oh, the voice. I forgot about the voicemail. Oh my gosh, there's been so much.
Oh, hold on. I got to preface it. You guys saw that. Kay Woodcock knows this because she visited us and we showed her and she's like, oh, yeah, geez, oh dear. But John and I eloped well before this case ever happened. And there's a lot of discussion online about Chad and Lori's ugly wedding rings.
Oh my God.
And they showed up a lot in the Dateline episode. They kept and they showed up a lot in the Dateline episode. They kept doing close-ups of the ring, and I kept saying, "Oh, yep, that looks like my husband's ring." John, show him your ring. Let's just get it out. Show him your
What the hell?
ring. A little bit closer. Stop moving it. Yep. What does that look like?
There it is.
Oh, I'm done. Isn't it the exact one? Stop. Stop it. He had the same ring and people did not find this to be weird? Oh my God, I have chills. Hold on. I got to pull up a picture. Chad and Lori Daybell wedding rings. It's been a minute since I saw the Amazon purchase. Holy fuck. It's the same one. But I think his is green and John's is turquoise. Look, that's it right there. Why? Why, I ask? Oh, this is weird. Hold on. What? How did that happen? Okay, hold on. I'm going to pull up a picture of the Daybell ring. This is too weird. Okay, here is the Daybell ring. I downloaded it. Now we're going to go back to... Let's go back to them. Okay. I think his is turquoise. But see, I can't tell because the camera might make it a different color, but what do you guys think? Callie. There we go. What do you guys think? You think it's a mood ring? Is it both malachite? This is weird. And they talked about him playing Chad's part. I would have to guess, if it was my guess, that they bought it after. the murders. Or they were just really popular. Nonetheless, with everything we know, it's rather strange. God almighty. Okay, let's get back. Let's get this back up here. We don't need Colette on the screen. We're just going to keep her off. Oh, shit. She's like, let's just get it out the way. Okay. As you're going to celebrate 144,000 subscribers instead of the typical 100,000 just because of the Daybell plaque. Or I mean the Daybell case. The Daybell plaque. This is weird. Okay, here we go.
And they showed up a lot in the Dateline episode. They kept doing close-ups of the ring. And I kept saying, oh, yep, that looks like my husband's ring. John, show him your ring. Let's just get it out. Let's just get it out. Show him your ring. A little bit closer. Stop moving it. Yep. What does that look like?
There it is. We didn't purchase that on Amazon though.
We did not purchase
this
it on
was-
Amazon, and it's not malachite. It is turquoise, and it was purchased.
Right. It was yeah. It's real
so
turquoise.
every time you guys talk about their ugly wedding rings, just know what we're hearing.
We were made to cover this case because of the wedding ring.
Oh, this is weird. My husband. We still don't have a Jalingo yet, though.
Looks a little suspicious to me.
Yeah.
We did show Kay when she was here. She's like, oh dear. Yeah, that.
Oh, Kay. Kay's a smart cookie. Kay's like, oh dear, that's fucking weird. Look, Kay, we have the same ring. What? These people are strange.
Yeah.
We did show Kay when she was here. She's like, oh dear. Yeah, that does look like it.
We
and then,
we may have to get Liz on the case here to
yeah,
figure
well,
out
you guys,
to figure out if there's a connection.
Liz? Is that Liz Johnson? Why would Liz find out any connection? What does that mean? Who the fuck is Liz?
here. She's like, oh dear. Yeah, that does look like it.
We
and then,
may have to get Liz on the case here to
yeah,
figure
well,
out
you guys,
to figure out if there's a connection.
well, if you guys think that's bad, do I have our wedding? I think I have our wedding certificate in this room. Not only that, again, we were
I thought Shane was the Dateline person. I thought it was Liz Johnson.
married before this case happened, but we eloped. And we found an officiator online. So listen to this. We found an officiator and 2 witnesses. That's all we had with us. Our witness was named, are you ready for this? Alex Cox. And the woman that married us was
Stop. Oh my God, I just hit that button. I am so sorry. Their witness was Alex Cox. What? I just fucked up the whole stream. I'm so sorry. Hold on. What? You guys need to get your fucking tinfoil hats on. This was not on the Lejingo board. Good God. Hold on. Lindsay, this is getting weird. Hold on, let it load up again because I screwed it up. I'd like to see that certificate, ma'am. I feel like you're lying. Okay, let's see if we can get this to play.
was named Janice.
What? Come on, these got to be tall tales.
And 2 witnesses. That's all we had with us. Our witness was named, are you ready for this? Alex Cox. And the woman that married us was named Janice. And then we exchanged that ring and we put that ring on John's finger. So there you go. We did not plan to talk about this.
What? Then why are you? What's going on? Was this all pre-planned? What is this?
And the woman that married us was named Janice. And then we exchanged that ring and we put that ring on John's finger. So there you go. We did not plan to talk about this tonight, but I just thought I would get that out there.
Right. A lot of
Holy fuck. Cresha's here. Thank God. Thank God. Cresha, I'm going to rewind. You got to hear this shit. There's something wrong here. Is this a joke?
Kay knows this because Kay visited us. Don't show it yet. Don't, hold on. I got to preface it. You guys saw that. Kay Woodcock knows this because she visited us and we showed her and she's like, oh, yeah, geez, oh dear. But John and I eloped well before this case ever happened. And there's a lot of discussion online about Chad and Lori's ugly wedding rings. And they showed up a lot in the Dateline episode. They kept doing close-ups of the ring. And I kept saying, oh, yep, that looks like my husband's ring. John, show him your ring. Let's just get it out. Show him your ring. A little bit closer. Stop moving it. Yep. What does that look like?
There it is. We didn't purchase that on Amazon though.
We did not purchase it on Amazon, and it's not malachite. It is turquoise, and it was purchased.
Right. It was yeah. It's real turquoise.
Every time you guys talk about their ugly wedding rings, just know what we're hearing.
We were made to cover this case because of the wedding ring.
Looks a little suspicious to me.
Yeah.
We did show Kay when she was here. She's like, "Oh dear, yeah, that does look like it."
We may have to get Liz on the case here to figure out if there's a connection.
Well, if you guys think that's bad, do I have our wedding? I think I have our wedding certificate in this room. Not only that, again, we were married before this case happened, but we eloped. And we found an officiator online. So listen to this. We found an officiator and 2 witnesses. That's all we had with us. Our witness was named, are you ready for this? Alex Cox. And the woman that married us was named Janice. And then we exchanged that ring and we put that ring on John's finger. So there you go. We did not plan to talk about this tonight, but I just thought I would get that out there.
Right. A lot of really random
confession time.
Right. Random. I don't know. Maybe we should ask Julie Rowe about it.
Why is he so low?
She came to my mind immediately. I thought, she's gonna get you guys for this.
Yeah. No, I'll take pictures later and show you guys. It says on our wedding certificate, witness Alex Cox, married by Janice. So it's weird. And
so Janice, if you don't know, Janice Cox is Lori Vallow's mom, and Alex Cox is Lori Vallow's sister.
And then that's John's ring. So I think I just needed to get that out of my system. That's been weighing on me for a long time.
This is so weird.
Oh, are you? Is there some type of guilt? Is there guilt around that?
No, I just feel like we've been carrying this secret. Like,
it's okay.
Whenever, I mean, Chad and Lori's very ugly wedding rings have been a topic of conversation for well over a year.
Yeah.
On the internet, and every time I hear about their horribly ugly wedding rings purchased on Amazon, I think of us.
This is so bizarre. I have no words right now. I'm sorry. I did not preview this. Hence, I would have had this shit on the damn bingo card. Oh, did I not say brother? Oh, I said sister. I'm sorry. I got a lot going on today. I have a lot going on back here, y'all. Okay? Cut me a little bit of slack this Tuesday.
And so I just thought I'd get it out there, but I want to say 2 things. John's ring is a Southwest ring because we actually got married in the Red Rock and we purchased it. It was made, it's an authentic Native American ring and it's turquoise. So that's very different. So
I think we're lucky that we weren't murdered by Alex Cox.
Oh my God, Cresha. Yep, I can totally see why. Cresha said the similar rings are too fucking bizarre to comprehend for me. I don't think I watched this because they were at peak height of being on my nerves at that time. I can totally see why. This is so disgusting. Charles Vallow was murdered by Alex Cox. Are you fucking kidding me?
We actually got married in the Red Rock and we purchased it. It was made, it's an authentic Native American ring and it's turquoise. So that's very different. So
I think we're lucky that we weren't murdered by Alex Cox.
He was just a witness at our wedding.
Yeah, he was just a witness. He didn't have a murder weapon, so that was good news.
Right.
Oh my God. Kay was in this live. This is almost too much for me to even take in. I had no idea it was like this, y'all. I had no idea. I thought this was them gloating the entire time about Keith. Mm-mm. This says a lot about the character. Oh, God. Kresha, I'm really sorry.
So anyway, moving on.
Anyway, moving on. Losers. You guys are losers. Fraudsters.
He was just a witness at our wedding.
Yeah, he was just a witness. Apparently he didn't have a murder weapon, so that was good news.
Right. So anyway, moving on. Dr. John or Collette, what else before I have a couple things that I wanted to read tonight, but do you want to talk about that, John, or does anyone have any questions too about the Dateline episode and our Dateline experience and what it's like?
Back to our Dateline experience. You only had that Dateline experience because Alex Cox killed Kay Woodcock's family. You fuck. Oh God, I hate these people. I really do. I am absolutely infuriated right now. I could have never imagined it either. But then again, if you watch Turtle Boy, look how long they kept Larry in there crying, sobbing. I think it was a full minute and a half. And it was a edited video. They're exploiters, you guys. They are exploiters. There's no other way to put it. I'm so sorry, Kresha. I am so fucking sorry that you weren't listened to, that you were shunned, that you were pushed aside, that you were called crazy. I'm so sorry. Dark humor is one thing. This is not dark humor. But they got Kay to think that it was. They normalized this to your mom and your dad. They made this the norm because they're the ones that infiltrated their lives. No one else. Your family had no one to compare this to. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Like you didn't have anybody else to compare it to and go, wait, this isn't right. These people were on, allegedly the up and up. They were growing by leaps and bounds. I mean, it's very, very, very sad. And very, very, very evil. Hey, Ishi.
I have a couple things that I wanted to read tonight, but do you want to talk about that, John, or does anyone have any questions too about the Dateline episode and our Dateline experience and what it's like?
Hey, Teresa.
I don't see any in chat, but I'm curious to know how long does it take to film something like that?
Oh, God.
That's a really.
So the interview with Keith Morrison was a little over 2 hours, and then they did B-roll.
Oh God, here we go. All right, get your counters ready. He's not even in frame. I thought that was me. That's him. He's totally out of frame. I'm gonna get my Keith thing pulled up here because we're gonna fucking talk about growing by leaps and bounds
for probably like an hour and a half, right? Or maybe 2 hours more, like an hour and a half. So we were there for about 4 hours.
Yeah, and actually, since I've been in the industry,
oh God,
there were two things that crossed my mind.
Okay, I'm crossing off TV reporter because that's the same thing as her being in the industry. You don't know shit about that industry. You were a local reporter. You were reporting on licensed schools. Shut up.
This is a really well-oiled machine, and they're riding this really tight, meaning they know exactly what they're looking for, because I feel like for the most part, it would have taken most people a lot longer to interview to get the sound that they wanted and the interviews they wanted. I think they really kind of knew what they were looking for. But the other thing, I think I also thought because we weren't interviewed as long as I thought for the amount of time we'd be in it, that we would be in it a lot less, because 2 hours really is not, they didn't feel that long to get to. I mean, we didn't even share everything that we really, we talk a lot on our episodes. You guys know that, but
talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, just by comparison, maybe this is a little teaser, but I'm supposed to be, I don't know for
Oh.
sure, but supposed to be in a documentary early next year sometime on the case. And they interviewed me a total of like 12 hours.
Ugh, God. So punchable. He is so punchable.
13 hours. It was really long. So 2 hours felt like a really short time frame.
Right. And they interviewed me for a couple hours to let me know that they weren't going to use me. So our point being is it's impressive. Dateline. The process of Dateline is really impressive. It is a really well-oiled machine, and they knew what they were looking for, and they were able to get what they wanted in a couple of hours of interviewing.
Ooh.
So
no, that's typically what they do because you're in it for a total of probably 5 minutes, bitch. Shut up. Quit acting like you're more important than you are. You're not. And we got filming on the board. We still do not have a Jalingo. That's wild.
thank you, Pamela Mosdell. She said that Julie Holden wants to know if Keith was amazing in person and if he smelled good. Inquiring minds need to know. I did not smell Keith, but
God. All right.
I did keep some boundaries there. But he was amazing in person. He's really friendly. He really does always talk in that Keith voice, in my opinion. He asks his questions in his voice. I don't know. What did you think, John?
He's such a kind guy. I mean, it was, it was surreal. We sat down for the interview and I just looked at Lauren
surreal.
like, what the heck? It was
Shut up.
because for me, when I was in graduate school in the 90s, I think Dateline began like in the early 90s. And I remember.
Oh, we've got grad school on the board. Listen to this story about grad school. Listen.
In graduate school, starting to watch it. And like when I had any free time, when I wasn't studying, I would sometimes watch it. And I remember that it was, I'm getting an echo. Lauren, did you change anything with the, no? Okay.
No Grayson to fix that.
I thought then it was really good, and it was something that was really entertaining. It meant a lot to me in grad school, and it actually probably shaped my decision to get into forensic work. So, I mean, Keith Morrison is someone I've been watching for over 20 years.
Okay, so he says here that Dateline was one of the reasons he got into forensics. See this? He's claiming criminal forensics at this point. One reason I got into Dateline was because of forensics. And whatever the fuck he said. He's confusing me today.
And, to sit by, like to actually be in a room with him and to sit by him and to have like that history with Dateline, it was just insane. It was surreal and humbling, and it was a really amazing experience. But he's such a kind guy that he put us at ease, or at least he put me at ease. And, there were moments that didn't make it in where he would kind of, as an aside, ask me some questions about criminal psychology, and it was really cool. Like I felt like maybe someday I'd love to sit down with Keith Morrison, and he's someone who's been around crime a long time.
Oh, please. He goes on Dateline once and he thinks as a forensic psychologist, which he's not. He's going to interview Keith Morrison. Oh, we got nice guy. I miss nice guy. Sorry. For a double. Our first and double Jalingo of the day. Here comes the turkeys. If you're in public, turn it down. Okay, I guess not, Kresha. It was Dateline. Let's listen to that again. Listen to that statement again. The hidden true vault. I love this. I love this shit. I could do this every day for a year.
He would kind of, as an aside, ask me some questions about criminal psychology, and it was really cool. Like I felt like
This is really cool, man.
maybe someday I'd love to sit down with Keith Morrison, and he's someone who's been around crime a long time. I think it would be fascinating to sit down with Keith and for me to do the interview and talk about his experiences with crime and the stuff I've seen with Keith. It's a little more humorous, which I think we could do some humor, but I really would love to know some of his thoughts on some of the cases they've covered, and I'd love to sit down with him because he just seems like a really kind, good person.
Yeah, that's true. He did ask some questions that we felt weren't really relevant to what we had all talked about, it did seem to be questions coming from Keith, I thought, towards John, not to me, because I think he was really trying to
22?
understand some things about this case and crime in general. And I think
Shut up. You
it was
didn't teach
interesting
him
to see that
anything.
he has a very curious mind, and that he was asking John some forensic psychology questions, I think, that just for his personal curiosity. So yeah, I hope that could happen too. I think we'd all be fascinated to have you
on that
Morrison.
On that issue, did the questions he was asking about, like in our podcast, we talk about mortality salience and some of that stuff. Did he was asking about that stuff in the interview? Did any of that make it in?
No.
Okay.
They kept things pretty simple.
Why didn't he
those are the
fucking
type of
watch
things
it?
He was asking about. Like I said, I think he did ask some questions just for his personal.
Why would you
Yeah.
refuse to watch it?
And I think I don't think anyone sat down with Keith and done a more serious piece with him, interview with him where, he's talking about more of his personal experiences around crime and how it's affected him, and right, because it certainly affected me. I mean, I play a different role than Keith, but I mean, he's still around it all the time. I mean, he may not be spending, 12 hours in a prison cell with someone, but
Wait, what?
but he's still in it.
Wait,
He's still
what?
around it.
When do you spend 12 hours in a prison cell with someone, John? When's the last time you've done that, John? What prison was it, John? Stop this. Yeah. Exactly, Pines. Bing bong. Pines has got it. The fact they need to accentuate John's credentials via Keith says a lot.
Or is in a prison cell with someone, but he's still in it. He's still around it, and
Right.
he does a lot of interviews with pretty I don't know how else to put it, but sinister people. So
Yeah, he definitely does. He interviewed y'all. They don't get more sinister than this.
really nice guy. I think he's really kept his humility and integrity over the years, and that's that was
Jeez.
good to see.
Yeah, he's very down to earth and very real. And I agree. I think that I've seen a few interviews done with Keith Morrison, but you're right, they're always very on the surface. They're lighthearted, they're funny, people talking about his voice and his narration. I think that we've learned that his dad was a preacher and his mother was what was in theater, or
No one
or a
cares.
singer in the choir.
Who
But,
cares?
yeah, nobody's ever really delved into
Because no one cares.
how has crime affected you, and how has it changed your outlook on
Shut
life? And I think
up.
that would be really fascinating to understand Keith Morrison in that
He
way.
got rich
in a
by
deeper way.
crime. Just
And
like
I
Crime
think,
Con.
that every interview I've seen with him has been a little more on the light side, which is good. He's got a great sense of humor, but I you can tell that there's a more serious side to it, right? You can tell that he would go off on these little tangents where he'd want to talk about kind of deeper issues, and which I will cover more in this upcoming documentary, by the way. But yeah, I would absolutely love to sit. Maybe someday, we can sit down with Keith, or I can sit down with Keith and really kind of dig a little bit deeper.
Keep
into
going.
crime.
Maybe one day.
Now that he knows me, now that we know each other, maybe it's not totally unrealistic.
Yeah. People are pointing out that Melanie Gibb wasn't in the Dateline. She's definitely been in Dateline before. Her husband or estranged husband or ex-husband, we don't know what he is, David, was in it, but not Melanie. I mean, I personally think there was just one too many Melanies. If your name's Melanie and you're in the Daybell case, sit down, because we can only manage one Melanie at a time per episode. So I think that might be
Tad Audie just said that I'm fangirling Keith.
I think that's
Ugh.
true.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, but who wouldn't?
Yeah. People are asking, why was Melanie G not on? I think that really might be why.
That's his response. Who wouldn't?
This is a very complicated story to tell, and it's very confusing. We all know we need like a Venn diagram. We need a chart, a flow chart. I think that it's best to just deal with one Melanie at a time. I kind of mean it. And so
Yeah, that's really funny, Lauren.
I think that there was a lot of focus on Melanie Pulowski on this one. So they just left out one extra player and focused on the evidence
I'm
and
being cyber
Zulema and all of those people. That's my opinion.
When you think about it, I mean, Melanie Gibbs' real role is limited to kind of two pieces of information. One is the
Vodka straight. Look.
Melanie Gibbs' real
Just
role is
kidding.
limited to kind of two pieces of information. One is the that Chad told her not to to talk to the police, and the other is the call she made to Chad and Lori, right? So you could argue that, I don't know, you could argue that she's an important piece of the puzzle, but I don't know if she's indispensable.
Right. People love to feel strong things about her, but she's not necessary to telling the story. Well said. Anything else? Anybody else have anything you think we should talk about? If not, as people said, it's really neat. Stephanie Budge, our moderator,
Kate
said something above, and I don't know if I can find it. I forget that I can pin comments, and I should have done that. But so
Julie Holden just said that Bill Hader fangirls Keith Morrison, so I'm in good company. So thanks,
there
Julie.
you go.
That makes me feel more normal.
Right. This was the comment.
Lauren, I will.
Yeah, go ahead, Collette.
Oh, we forgot Collette was there.
Disappointed. I kept waiting for your moment that you would pull your hand to your chin and stare off in the distance, and everyone else would know what that was, but it never happened. So you had better B-roll than
wow.
I also thought Melanie Gibbs. I call it the walk on the beach shot. You know, it's never a walk on the beach, but there's always a walk that Dateline has you do, and I thought Melanie Gibbs' walk on the beach was a little awkward too. I think that John and I pulled a much better walk off Dateline walk than Gibb did, in my opinion.
Wow.
Did we get the walk?
Weird.
We got the walk. Our walk was on.
Should we tell people about the walk? So the walk really was a walk because there was no greenery around the warehouse where they filmed it. So we really did have to walk, like, I don't know, half a mile to get to the place in Las Vegas where there were some shrubs.
Right. We were at a warehouse.
And then when they found the greenery, there was a big pickup truck parked right in front of it, and he wouldn't leave. So
right, and we weren't leaving either. There was a standoff. We just stared him down.
Right.
We're like,
the camera people set up. The camera people set up, and they were waiting for the pickup to leave, and he was just like, "No, not leaving. I don't care if you're Dateline." They didn't know it was Dateline, but they didn't care.
Oh, and Melanie Evans is here, and she says, "My husband is listening." Every time someone tells us their husband is listening, we're like, "Yay!" He's celebrating. He says that he finally gets why she loves this group so much. So that's really neat. So thank you, Melanie, for sharing that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
I'll take this Stephanie Budge comment down a sec because I see it's covering half your face, babe. But I just want to acknowledge it really quick.
And actually, the number's up to 366 night owls.
True. So this comment's old. You're come on, Stephanie. Now we're at 367.
You're right. You're selling us short, Stephanie. Come on.
But Stephanie wrote 312 night owls on here. Such a wonderful group that Hidden True Crime has created, which, as pointed out, is now.
Okay, we've got cameras, and I've got something I want to pull up. We're going to take a little palate cleanser, a little break here. Whew. Check this out. I got this. I pulled this from the Hidden True Crime Reddit. Look at these photos, you guys. At the top, we have Lauren's dad, top left. Lori Vallow's dad, top right. Okay. Then we have Lauren. Then we have her brother who passed, Jameson. But look at the wedding photos. I had to pull this up because of the ring situation. They also have the same exact pose. But they got married first. Isn't that weird? This is just too weird for words. Too weird for words. I don't know what to make of it. It's very creepy, Penny. Yeah, I don't know why she was all bohoed out for her wedding. It's not her, like, does she have a style though? Because it is universal, but it's creepy considering what we know. You know what I'm saying? The rings, the pose, the way they look. I mean, he literally could play Chad Daybell in a flick. But she said, not as long as you're married to me. They said they got married first.
now 369. So we'll get the number right. But yeah, talk a little bit about that, John, really quick, this group.
Well, I talked about it at the beginning, but I said that I felt like there's no way we get on Dateline without our community. So we're just really grateful that for such support and for such wonderful people. And like I said, we learn from the comments in our groups hopefully as much as you guys learn from some of our analysis. So I think it kind of feeds on each other. The dialogue in our groups is really outstanding. And Lauren and I will often see comments and go, "Wow, I never thought of that." And then we'll reflect on that and then talk about it. And then it's a continual conversation. And so we all learn from it. And I think when we started this, that was one of our goals, was to really spark some dialogue around why crimes are committed and the motivations. And we kind of felt like there were no other true crime channels doing that.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
So
you ain't doing it?
Like my favorite
motivations. When does he ever give a correct motivation? I haven't learned shit from them.
My favorite murder, is mostly comedy. They don't really delve into, which I respect. I haven't really listened to it too much, but it's a really, really good podcast. I understand, but it's not really, for me, it's not really.
That podcast has millions of followers. My favorite murder, and they're comparing themselves to them because they went on Dateline.
My cup of tea, because I kind of want to look at deeper motivations, and I think our community appreciates that they that they're really, really good at kind of digging deeper and getting at some of those deeper motivations. And so it's a great dialogue we have.
Yeah, it is. Right. It's true. John and I always talk about how the fact that yes, we're there being interviewed by Keith Morrison, and we do our podcast and we share our YouTube videos, but this really is a community, and a lot of our research is not done with all of you and the community. So yeah, I think we just wanted to really share that this has been a journey with a community for us and all of you that have been with us since the beginning. So that's why we just wanted to go live, no matter how late it was, and just talk to all of you about it. And
thank you guys. More than anything, thank everyone. And we got such really amazing comments even before. I was really moved by many of them, and I told Lauren, "Wow, I think we're really creating something wonderful here," and that's exceeded my expectations. So there's a lot of gratitude.
Right. I have a couple things here. With that being said, that we've had permission to read 2 comments that came down tonight from 2 of our listeners who have given us permission to share comments. So again, before Dateline aired on our Patreon.
Why do you need permission to read comments? She's so extra.
Page. That's a place where people can support us, and we also give back with podcasts and any evidence that we receive, and we do private podcasts or share thoughts. But so we shared there just a little bit of our Dateline experience and our thoughts before it aired. And 2 comments came down. A lot of comments came down, but these 2 in particular caught our attention, and they both meant a lot to Dr. John too. And I want to read them. We gave them to me to read, but I'm coughing.
Do you mean Babe?
Dr. Babe. Dr. Babe.
Right, Dr. Babe. Okay.
Yeah, that's your new. I like it. Dr. Babe. Yeah. It's going to be fun at the dinner table calling you that.
Right. You're going to really confuse our son over that one.
Yeah. So
hey, Leo.
Which speaking of which, our son will say, "Dad, are you Dr. John?" And my response is, well, it really depends on where I'm at.
Well, more than that,
Oh.
should we tell our son woke up
Wait. Is that more leakage?
Well, it really depends on where I'm at.
Well, more than that, should we tell our son woke up
Stupid
our son
ass.
woke up it was earlier this week, wasn't it? And all of a sudden he was just like, "So who's Chad Daybell?"
No.
Stop it. Oh my God. Wait a second.
Our son woke up it was earlier this week, wasn't it? And
She's asking him. She's asking him.
And he was just like, so who's Chad Daybell?
Their son asked, who's Chad Daybell? What was he, 4? 4 years ago? This kid is 4 and who's Chad Daybell? Oh, Daddy has the same ring. Oh, buddy boy. Oh, buddy boy, why don't you sit here next to Daddy and I'll tell you about Chad Daybell. What the fuck is this? Ugh.
It was earlier this week, wasn't it? And all of a sudden he was just like, so who's Chad Daybell?
no, it's better than that. I was telling him
it's better than that.
I was telling him who was coming for Thanksgiving. And, I told him his grandparents and his aunts and uncles would come. And he goes, Dad, is Chad Daybell coming for Thanksgiving?
I'm speechless. Hey, E-Curb. Is he coming for Thanksgiving? Okay.
Dad, is Chad Daybell coming for Thanksgiving? And I said, I was shocked, and I'm like, we try not to talk about this case that much around him, but I just said,
no.
I hope not.
And so Valerie Moore, your support there means a lot, because clearly we need to do better with the babysitters when we're around our son. Maybe, yeah, when we do this, yeah, that did happen this week. So,
did someone make a comment?
Just said,
Valerie Moore donated $4.99 and said, help with babysitter money. In other words, keep your freaking kids out of this shit.
No.
I hope not.
And so Valerie Moore, your support there means a lot, because clearly we need to do better with the babysitters when we're around our son. Maybe, yeah,
when we're around our son, maybe, yeah, maybe. Is that why you got Grayson? Everybody needs a Grayson. Listen, Christina, this is proof right here. Her kid ain't traumatized because of you. Her kid knew who Chad Daybell was 4 fucking years ago. All you got to know is what Chad Daybell did to know that Christina didn't traumatize that child. Our son woke up and said, is Chad Daybell coming for Thanksgiving? He was probably scared. He probably heard about what Chad Daybell has done. If he's heard his name, it wasn't anything good attached to it. Think about it that way. He didn't hear anything good along with that name. So try to tell me that Christina traumatized that child. No, y'all did. Y'all did. That's what pisses me off the most. They wanted Christina in fucking jail and was going to use her kid being malnourished and fucking circles around his eyes. But at 4 or 5 years old, he's asking if Chad Daybell's coming to dinner. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
He goes, Dad, is Chad Daybell coming for Thanksgiving? And I said, I was shocked, and I'm like, we try not to talk about this case that much around him, but I just said, no. I hope not.
And so Valerie Moore, your support.
Yes, children. We do have another Jalingo with children. If you're in public, turn your shit down because the turkeys are coming out of the cage. No, Lauren said that about her own kid, Black Knight. Lauren said her child had suffered because of the stalker. He was scared for his mother's life.
There means a lot, because clearly we need to do better with the babysitters when we're around our son. Maybe, yeah, when we do this, yeah, that did happen this week. So
yeah.
Well,
she's still sick, but yeah.
No, but I mean, yeah, Banks saying that did happen.
No, right, yeah. Yeah. So as far as we know.
Okay, so then they say his name on the podcast too. They say his name, but then it's such a big deal now about the name.
Oh, Chad Daybell will not be joining us for Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure he won't,
Yeah.
unless he gets out on furlough.
Well, if he
or
does, invite Jerry and Bobby over. So they'd like to have a word with him.
And that's why we invited Collette on right there. Yeah. Funeral potatoes have brought on new meaning. And I mean, he could attend through his prison portal, but I hope not.
I think the portal was
Awkward.
blocked. I think there's something about cinder block walls that blocks it or something. I don't know. I don't think it's good for his portal, the cinder blocks.
That's why we wear helmets.
Right. Yeah.
So
What the fuck? That's why we wear helmet. Is this some kind of sick joke? Are we being punked? Oh, sorry. I was checking my phone. Sorry.
I will read these two comments. I'll start with Melanie Evans, who's here tonight. I already shared a comment that she made. She's been with us from the beginning. In fact, after our first episode, John and I still remember a comment that Melanie Evans made. And we had put out our very first episode. We didn't know how it was going to be well received. It was 30 minutes. And she wrote the kindest thing. I think I still even remembered a little bit. She said, I didn't know I could be inspired listening to an episode about true crime. And that was
Inspiring
for John and me. We're like, okay, we're on to something here. And that comment meant a lot. And we will never forget that. So that was one of the first comments that really meant a lot. And here she is tonight. So
So thank you.
Yeah.
And also, before our first episode, we had talked about wanting to make this about more than crime. I mean, of course, crime is the platform, but wanting this to be about something larger than crime that could help people think about their lives or, as Melanie said, provide some type of inspiration. So, that comment was great and it meant a lot to us and it really inspired us.
Yeah, it did. And it did. And she's ended up knowing a few people connected to the case, which has also been interesting.
Oh,
Thank you, Shar, for your super chat.
Connection.
So Melanie Evans says, I realize that the word authenticity is a bit new agey, as Dr. John would say, but it's one of the primary ingredients in your recipe for why I keep coming back.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you for sharing your sincere struggles with us, Dr. John, and for letting us celebrate this very fun and exciting moment in your lives. Like you've shared since the first podcast episode, it's okay to be human. At least that's the lesson I've learned over time that has helped me immensely with my own mental health and enjoyment of life.
Please.
Sending a huge bouquet of love to your family
Hey,
and
Trace.
our entire hidden true crime community tonight. So thank you, Melanie. That meant a lot.
Yeah, and let me just reiterate that point because I think it's so important in this case and in our lives, how just to be down to earth and grounded and to recognize that we're all vulnerable and imperfect, and that's fine. I think so many crimes get committed when people think that they're they're more than human, or they think that they're special, or I don't know, whatever. They think that they're godlike, like Chad Daybell. And that's such a great observation again, Melanie. Thank you. You're muted, Lauren. You're muted.
Yeah, I just unmuted.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you, Melanie, as well. And Melanie, we're going to call you the good Melanie. That's your official name. We have the good Lori Hellis, who appears with us on
Wait, let's rewind that part. We have the good Lori Hellis. This didn't age well, did it?
We have the good Lori Hellis.
If I was Lori Hellis, I would fucking clip that.
And Melanie, we're going to call you the good Melanie. That's your official name. We have the good Lori Hellis, who appears with us on Friday night shows. And then we have the good Julie Holt.
Look at John. He's like, she fucking interrupted me. She's not the good fucking Lori. She fucking interrupted me. I've been holding this shit in for fucking years already. This is after she cut him off. Watch.
Good Melanie. That's your official name. We have the good Lori Hellis, who appears with us on Friday night shows. And then we have The good Julie Holden is here with us tonight. She's our moderator. And Melanie, I've just dubbed you the good Melanie. So thank you for being.
Well, she doesn't spell her name the same way. So, but
no, well,
people
every
can't see
Melanie
that.
has to spell it differently. So it's okay.
Yeah.
There are many different spellings of Melanie in this case. So there's only one Melanie with 2 E's. So we're glad you're here.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah. And then this one is from Janice, and we'll call her the good Janice. So this is from Janice Winch. And this was a comment we got today, and it was about our podcast. And so she wrote, so pleased for you. And yes, I saw you on the Dateline trailer. I don't know whether this is a sensible place to say this, but I have been listening to your earlier podcast about Chad being lost as a child, etc. Dr. John, you have made me feel so much better after your explanation about being neglected as a baby. I was born in the 50s in an orphanage in Liverpool and was adopted at 6 months by my amazing new parents. They always said they loved me so much and I was so special, but my feelings of emptiness, worthlessness, and depression have never really gone away. But because of my lovely adoptive parents, I grew up okay, and I became a successful lawyer. And thanks to Dr. John's explanation of Chad, I now understand why I still struggle. I just want you to know that you have made a huge difference in my life, even though I'm in my 60s. I don't think you will ever know how many people you help. With love to you and your family and all at Hidden True Crime.
Yeah, I mean, what a great comment. Thank you, Janice. I mean, that's why we do this. One of the reasons we do this, but an important reason we do it. So, I mean, I could spend the next 2 hours talking about the issues she brings up. But again, we're really grateful that we can provide those kinds of insights and help people like that. It's really humbling.
Yeah. So I agree. Collette, I saw that unmute go.
I just, in the group and through your comment sections, a lot of people have been mentioning just how excited they were for you guys to be on Dateline.
Go back to Dateline.
And it's got my mind thinking
the
too.
Money.
These family members have been going through this for 2.5 years now. Some of the people that have been following this case are just shy of 2 years. Like next month will be 2 years from whenever they heard about it. And I remember early on, people were seeing these bigger connections with PAP and all these things, but the case was so complicated that those things weren't being discussed. And so I know a lot of people were really excited to see you guys on Dateline and knew that you guys would be bringing some of those pieces to the general public.
Lick the rest gently
also
down
just
the
thinking
stream.
about all the different people, you guys are talking about the community and just thinking about all these different people that I know of that have been following this case, advocating alongside all the family members, all the victims, and trying to. There was a point, and I don't know if maybe the family members, but I know there was a point where some people were worried that this case would perhaps not stay in the news. And so I think,
oh God,
it's just kind of
they're not responsible
2 years later for us and 2.5 for the family members that it's still getting a Friday night slot at 9:00 because these family members deserve justice for what happened. I mean, there were a lot of victims in this case. I followed true crime for many years, not ever as heavily invested as I have been in this case, but there are so many victims in this case. So many.
Thanks for telling us.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure Kresha appreciates that.
Well said.
And, now that I'm thinking about it, Collette, you just reminded me that the first post we ever made public, or I made public, was a blog post on True Crime Underground. And I wrote a response to, it was Dateline. Dateline did their first episode on Lori. And Chad was hardly mentioned in it. And I remember telling Lauren, like, oh my, they've got it all wrong. Like, Chad is the guy. Chad is the leader here. And that was before we had a lot of information. But I mean, I think I'd read his autobiography and started looking at the case closely at that time. And so I wrote a blog piece for you guys for True Crime Underground. That was my first attempt to kind of help to clarify the complexity of the case and how I felt like that they were going down the wrong rabbit hole with Lori. And that's not to say that Lori obviously isn't to blame or doesn't play an important role, but that was really the start of this whole thing.
Yeah, Colette's Facebook group and Carl Danger's Facebook group, right? And
yeah.
Dateline, right? And
Dateline, Dateline's episode on Lori, where they kind of implied that Lori was
the ringleader.
Yeah, that she was the kind of the main impetus behind all of this.
Mm-hmm. Right. They left out Chad. And that's what we said. And look, full circle, Dateline no longer leaves out Chad,
Yeah.
and they're interviewing you. So
Oh,
Right.
look
yeah.
at
what
that.
A, what a turn of events in
What a turn of
a
events.
little over a year.
Wow.
And so we're very grateful to True Crime Underground because that was a place for us to kind of give voice to some of our opinions and to begin to find an audience or a community.
They licked your ass.
You guys have been really great ever since we jumped into that forum and ever since. So
All right, let's talk about Keith some more. Come on.
It's been great. And actually we asked the community if we should start a podcast. We were still on the fence, and they were really, you guys were, the community was so encouraging.
So special.
That we decided to take it on.
Right. Yeah. So one day, hopefully, I'll be able to convince John to watch himself. But until then, all of you have watched him and been with us from the beginning. And this has been,
I fucking love that. Under pressure.
a really fun and exciting moment for us. And we wanted to share it with all of you. So we went longer than we thought. It's just fun to talk to everyone. But I think it's time for us to go to bed. It has been a big week.
Go to your separate rooms.
So thank you everyone for joining us in the middle of the night for many of you. I guess we have people from all over.
Bye, Collette.
And yeah, we will.
Collette,
we will be
still
back
there
as soon, and we'll continue. And thank you to everyone. And
thank
bless
you to
the
Keith.
victims. And I think Collette, you said that well. Like we do want to continue this, and we don't want to give up because we want to keep sharing and speaking up and making sure that this case stays at the forefront and that we see justice. So for so many victims.
Yeah. Did we know then that she would actually skip her brother's funeral for the Daybell case? Wild, isn't it?
And yeah, on that point, I just want to say that, I feel like we're still at the beginning of this journey. So, I feel like, just saying to the community, the HTC community, let's go solve some crimes and let's help some victims and, let's really make a difference because I think we can and we are.
Solving crime.
We can.
Listen, ain't no YouTube channel or podcast deliberately solving crimes. It may happen by happenstance, but he's fooling their audience with this. Oh, we're going to solve crimes and we're going to help victims. They did neither.
Let's go solve some crimes and let's help some victims and, let's really.
And here we have Stares Itself for sure with a double Jalingo. Oh, they do have Kresha pinned. They have Kresha pinned. Look at that. I didn't even notice that, Lindsay.
Just saying to the community, the HTC community, let's go solve some crimes and let's help some victims and, let's really make a difference because I think we can and we are and we can do that together.
To end, JJ's aunt is here, Kresha. She has a YouTube channel, Difficult Research, where she works very hard for the victims. And she said that we both did amazing. Thank you both for your dedication and unwillingness to settle. #love always wins. So thank you, Kresha, for saying that. And we hope and plan to keep going to help all the victims. And we'll see you all soon again.
Yep. Thank you.
Good night.
They pinned Kresh at the very end. Okay, hold on. I've got something else for us right here. Let me paste this before I lose it. Okay, this is this popped up in my feed. Dr. John, you are now in my algorithm. I don't know who this creator is, but this is gold. We had 30 Keiths. I think. Whoops. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna lose it. Y'all are gonna pee your pants. Get your Depends. We had at least 30 Keiths, okay? Listen, I have to say, this is Dripping Trash Bag. They only have 85 subscribers. I'm going to subscribe right now. But they only have, they put this together. I'm going to give you guys the link so you can subscribe to Dripping Trash Bag. Hold on. I'm going to give you guys the link really quick. This is the tongue action video. This is called Dr. Tongue. Look. Dr. Tongue, Hidden True Crime, Lauren Matthias. Okay, you ready? It's 3 minutes long, but I have it on 1.25. She streamed her brother's funeral and made it available for members only. That is disgusting. That's weird. Okay, here we go.
Licking secrets, licking secrets, yeah, licking secrets, licking secrets. Dr. Tongue's out back with a slobbery grin, licking the air like mischief's his sin. He says the truth's hidden, but I will find it, while the neighbors duck and the cats all mind it. Lady Drama's got her live stream hat, shouting her version of this and that. Courtroom drama, TikTok fights, night owls of chaos into the night. Licking secrets, twisting facts, saying trust me while they attack. The hidden clues, crime clubs on display, drama live streams wild all day. Dr. Tongue smiling, lives her lips flare. Watch your snacks and beware your chair. It's chaos, it's theater, it's pure delight. All served up on a live stream tonight.
Look at, they're showing Kresha's shit. Shout out to Kresha. Look, it's Kresha. Go girl. See, people are noticing Kresh. I love it.
All served up on a live stream tonight. Messages leaked, oh what a thrill. Like a soap opera that won't sit still. Accusations flying left and right. Hundreds in the chat all taking bites. Meanwhile, Dr. Tongue's tongue is a star, sticking out farther than the neighbor's car. He licks, he twirls, he points to the screen. Drama is everywhere, he shouts so keen. Licking secrets, twisting facts, saying trust me while they attack. The hidden clues, crime clubs on display. Drama live greetings wild all day. Dr. Tongue smiling, lives her lips fair. Watch your snacks and beware your chair. It's chaos, theater, it's pure delight. All served up on a live stream tonight.
Go Kresha.
Court orders, injunctions, TikTok jokes. Drama so heavy it nearly chokes. Dr. Tongue sticks out like it's his part, while Lady Drama performs her art. Licking secrets, twisting facts, watch them unravel its impact. The hidden clues, crime clubs gone wild. The lizard lip circuits, drama compiled. Grab your popcorn, sit back and stare. Drama and live streams fill the air. It's satire, it's chaos, it's pure delight. On live stream for your viewing tonight. Licking secrets, 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 licking secrets.
Licking secrets.
They're trying to destroy me.
You guys, I don't know who this person is, but go sub. Let's see how many subs we got here now. There's 85 when we started. Let's see how many we've got here now. Hold on.
He says the truth's hidden, but I will find it. While the neighbors duck and the cats all night.
107. They're going to go, what the fuck? Dripping trash bag. Let's see what other content they have. Hold on. It came up in my algorithm. I'm like, Dr. Tongue. I'm like, this is so great. Lauren Matthias. Okay, she's got a lot of Lauren Matthias stuff, or he. Okay, so it looks like they just started 3 weeks ago. They got one with Awen Reese. Let's see what this is.
False prophets preaching through pixel screens, selling fear dreams, passionate.
I think her credibility to me was somewhat questionable when she started talking about, you know, dark and light.
Smoke machines. Lies, spinning truth into night.
It's being dubbed dark. Like, that's what John and I have been talking about a lot, too. Like, I feel like I'm like Charles Ball running around, like trying to get people to understand what's going on and trying to figure out what's happening, and no one will talk to me. And then all of a sudden I get labeled dork.
I'm dork.
But there were a couple of things that really broke the camel's back here. And when I heard when I saw she compared herself to Charles, because nobody's listening to her.
Oh, they cut Kay into this one. How did I never see this? That's Kay talking.
I call bullshit. That was so disrespectful. It was unconscionable. It was so wrong. Don't claim to be there for the victims when you're claiming to be a victim yourself and using a victim as your comparing yourself as being a victim. My brother, come on, what the hell? Think about it.
To do is they talk about my dead brother and my husband. And you know what it is?
Dark suits lurking, hands in with deceit. Manipulate the message, watch the cycle repeat. Clickbait kings feasting on the weak. Their tongues cut sharper than the lies they speak. Voices hoarse from screaming on false stages. Fueled by rage, cash flipping through the ages. Pages turn, the same story, different cages. Who profits most from the war that engages?
The music.
Behind the curtain, shadows dance in the grime. Pouring poison in tea, we sip over time. Fueled by division, they count in every dime. Profiting from each bell toll, each new grime. While the lies, spinning truth into knots. Profits made, while humanity rots. Schemes sold, wrapped in fiery plots. They built the thrones on the walls we forgot.
This was made 3 weeks ago.
I'm proud of Mom. You know, she just I guess she had to unburden herself too, and I understand.
Yeah. All false prophets preaching through pixel screens, selling fear dreams, cashing in on the obscene. Snake oil sermons with venom in the seams. Cold crowds hypnotized, chasing smoke machines. While the lies, spinning truth into knots. Prophets made, while humanity rots. Schemes sold, wrapped in fiery plots. They built their thrones on the walls we forgot. Dark suits lurking, hands stained with deceit. Manipulate the message, watch the cycle repeat. Clickbait kings feasting on the weak. Their tongues cut sharper than the lies they speak. Voices hoarse from screaming on false stages. Fueled by rage, cash flipping through the ages. Pages turn, the same story, different cages. Who profits most from the war that engages? Behind the curtain, shadows dance in the grime. Pouring poison in tea, we sip over time. Fueled by division, they count in every dime. Profiting from each bell toll, each new grime. While the lies,
nice.
spinning truth into knots. Profits made, while humanity rots. Schemes sold, wrapped in fiery plots. They built their thrones on the walls we forgot.
The horn.
Rubber lies, spinning truth into knots. Profits made while humanity rots. Schemes sold, wrapped in fiery plots. They built the thrones on the walls we forgot. Dark suits lurking, hands in with deceit. Manipulate the message, watch the cycle repeat. Clickbait kings feasting on the weak. Their tongues cut sharper than the lies they speak. Voices hoarse from screaming on false stages. Fueled by rage, cash flipping through the ages. Pages turn, the same story, different cages. Who profits most from the war that engages?
Please hit the like button for John's tongue. No, don't. Dude, these people are good. Thank you guys for subbing up to them. They've got all kinds of things. Licking Secrets, C&D, True Crime, Question Everything, A Message for Difficult Research. Kresha, have you seen this? You might want to go watch these. Lauren Matthias, Checklist for a Husband. You guys want to watch this? Let's see what this one is. I'll give you the link. Hold on. The mods are dropping the link right now, you guys. Yay, getting those likes up. Thank you so much. It really does help in the YouTube world.
A checklist like Ruby in my closet. We'll get into that. But if I had a color-coded spreadsheet on it, it would be psychologist, can psychoanalyze criminals with me, can psychoanalyze reality television shows with me, using the pause button and discussing and answering all my questions. And then I would have probably wanted you to have like a British accent, which you don't have, but here we are. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
I do like that British accent, but it's okay.
You can't get everything on that spreadsheet.
Yeah,
And
I got a Chicago accent.
Even
Chicago. Dig deep because, like I said, we've got a psychologist with us here tonight. And what I do, and many of you don't know this, we've been doing this since we were dating because we're not just co-hosts for those new to true crime. We're also married. And John, I'll have to be honest. This is when I knew I was sold on you. Was when we were dating.
Sold like I was marketing you. I was marketing myself.
Right,
I guess
with like the checklist that Ruby had. John had a check. I had a checklist like Ruby in my closet. We'll get into the check.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's comparing herself to Ruby Frankie. Jesus, this one they put together 6 days ago.
I had a checklist like Ruby in my closet. We'll get into that.
Let's clarify. Ruby didn't have a checklist. She had like a spreadsheet with colors, and she had what I call the husband spreadsheet. I mean,
color coded. Yeah.
It was extensive color coding, and like I don't know. There were at least on one axis she had all these qualities. So she had like I lost count. Like they didn't show it that long, but she had like 30 plus qualities at least. And then on the horizontal axis, they had different boxes for all the suitors or all the boyfriends that she was dating. There were so many. That's what surprised me. I thought maybe like 3 or 4. No, there were like 20 plus people, suitors that were interested in her. Like it was the husband spreadsheet. God, was an amazing part of the documentary, and they actually had it somehow. I don't know, Kevin or Ruby, somebody filmed that at some point years ago.
Yeah, I did not have a color-coded spreadsheet hanging in my closet when I was dating you, but I had hopes and dreams. But if I had a color-coded spreadsheet, on it would be psychologist, can psychoanalyze criminals with me, can psychoanalyze reality television shows with me, using the pause button and discussing and answering all my questions. And then I would have probably wanted you to have like a British accent, which you don't have, but here we are. It's okay. Yeah, I do like that British accent, but it's okay.
You can't get everything on that spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And
I got a Chicago accent. Chicago accent instead.
Even Kevin recognized that there were limitations to the spreadsheet. But this is the interesting part for those who watched it. Kevin found this spreadsheet, this colored spreadsheet, right? And he studied it. He said he took pictures of it. He studied it, he memorized it. He said he worked harder on knowing the spreadsheet than he did at school.
I agree with that.
And obviously it paid off for him because he ended up marrying her in the year 2000. But
after dark,
how interesting is that? Like, do you want to, if you're going to marry someone, do you try to conform to all the qualities they're looking for? Like that says a lot about Kevin. That Kevin is very malleable and very passive, right? That he's, and people, that's one question people have been asking me is Kevin brainwashed? One of the arguments for why Kevin wasn't as involved or when Ruby pushed him out of the home, I've heard from many people saying, well, doesn't Kevin have some culpability? And the answer is, yeah, of course he does. But like, if you look at that spreadsheet, and so many answers lie in that spreadsheet, by the way.
Look at what was just pinned. Hello, Grayson. Nice to hear you on Patreon. Diane L., are you still over there? Or did you cut away from the uncut gems? They definitely connected over murder. She even said it. Thank you, Long Beach Style. That's a nice gentle reminder. Hit that like button. We have 411 likes.
You get a better understanding of Kevin. Kevin is someone who he wants to make Ruby happy. He's submissive.
Oh.
He's passive. He's trying.
Is he describing himself here and she's Ruby? She already compared herself to Rubes.
Trying to adopt all these qualities in the husband's spreadsheet that he may or may not have.
Color-coded spreadsheet. On it would be psychologist, can psychoanalyze criminals with me, can psychoanalyze reality television shows with me, using the pause button and discussing and answering all my questions. And then I would have probably wanted you to have like a British accent, which you don't have, but here we are. It's okay. Yeah, I do like that British accent, but it's okay.
You can't get everything on that spreadsheet.
Yeah,
and
I got a Chicago accent. Chicago accent instead.
So that he can win her over. He even says that in the documentary. He says, he said something like, I had to play dirty. Or, I mean, basically what he says is, I manipulated her into falling in love with me and marrying me to some extent. And so
hold on.
This is someone into falling in love with me. And
who is that? I got up to grab a damn drink.
That in the documentary, he says, he said something like, I had to play dirty. Or, I mean, basically.
Look at McSpunky. He says Kevin was pussy whipped In my honest opinion. And look at her. She's like, yep, he sure was just like my man. Fucking McSpunky. Hey, 1 meter long. How many hidden gems do we have here? Don't be ashamed. We are proud of you for seeing the light. But how many do we have here? Put a 1 in the chat if you are an ex hidden gem and you don't care to admit it. It's like the nerds. Here's a little palate cleanser for you. Speaking of McSpunky.
It's time to get happy. It's time to get funky. It's time for
wow, a lot of you.
Smile.
Holy shit.
Here comes McSpunky. It's time to get happy. It's time to get funky. It's time for us to smile. Because here comes McSpunky. It's time to get happy. It's time to get funky. It's time for us to smile. Cause here comes McSpunky. It's now on inflate to funky. It's time you are all longing for it, funky. When it fun, get it fun, yeah. Cause here comes McSpunky. It's time to get happy. It's time to get funky. It's time for us to smile. Because here comes McSpunky. It's time to get happy. It's time to get funky. It's time for us to smile. Because here comes McSpunky.
Why do you hate it, Michelle? I think it's funny as fuck. Look at McSpunky. Fuck. No, he's not a creator. He just goes into all these chats and he's a huge donator. He talked? Can you... Okay, which one was that? I need to see that. Crusha, I need to. McSpunky is part of Cooterville now. You know him, Kylie? Tell him he's part of Cooterville and he doesn't even know it. Tell him to close his legs.
He says I manipulated her.
No, we're not
falling
leaving.
in love with me and marrying me to some extent. And so this is someone, he says this in the documentary, this is someone who he wants to stay married. He's submissive. He's going to do whatever he thinks he needs to do to appease Ruby.
God.
In Fury. Again, he's exceptional
Turtle Boy
in
made
this
it.
role.
Like, you have all this controversy surrounding you. Everybody's shitting on you, talking about you. Your wife, the internet hates your stupid wife and your stupid eyebrows and blah, blah. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to get up here and talk about fucking, I'm going to talk about Brad Pitt. That's what I'm going to do.
And I think that goes a long way towards explaining why he didn't stand up or take action, or why he wasn't a little more aggressive in terms of challenging her and challenging Jody for the kids. And I don't want to put a value judgment on that. I mean, for me, there's a part of me that looks at it and says, well, you know, he might be passive, but these are your kids, right? Like, I don't care how submissive you are, how much you want to please Ruby. You need to take a stand here. You need to protect your kids. And I think that's
he's
people's
real.
argument, that it's more of a moral
McSpunky.
argument, that no matter how submissive this guy is, from a moral standpoint, he needs to stand up to them and fight for his children. So I think that's where people are really having a hard time with him. But from a psychological
We have
standpoint,
a hard time
this
with
is a
you,
guy
too,
who's
not
very
doing that.
dependent upon her. He's very submissive.
Hey,
He
Kalina.
seems like someone who, he even says this, that he tends to be somewhat submissive to more authoritarian figures. Certainly Jody and maybe Ruby to some extent, at least in that family, would fit that description. So we started with Kevin. I don't know if that was my intention, but like it or not, we started with Kevin.
We started with Kevin. Well, yeah, no, typically I would hope that, you know, if a young man that if saw a spreadsheet like that in a female's closet, he would see that as a giant red flag, you know. But if I had a color-coded spreadsheet on it, it would be psychologist,
All right, you guys get the idea.
Closet, he would see that as a giant red flag, you know. But if I had a color code, Mal's closet, he would see that as a giant red flag, you know. But if I had a color coded,
she is a giant red flag. McSpunky's everywhere. McSpunky has not been in Cooterville yet. So, all right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this one up for today. Tomorrow, though, what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to start reviewing some of the Stefan Stearns and hidden true crime shit. Are you guys ready for that? I think I'm ready for that. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I mean, I know it's kind of trigger warning stuff, like it's gross, but I've been waiting. Jolly good stream. Thank you, Robbie. And I'm going to be home for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to be around. If anybody is also going to be around on Thanksgiving, I am going to be streaming probably quite a bit on Thanksgiving because I'm not going anywhere. So thank you, Kresha, for being here. Emmy Joe. I know because you're my little sis. Indigo, thank you. I hope I made you guys laugh today. It's always nice to start your day off laughing or laughing through the workday than hearing bitching. You know what I mean? Bitching and complaining. Much better to be enlightened. But you guys have a good rest of your Tuesday. Sister from another mister. I always wanted a little sister. So that's why I'm like, Emmy's my little sis. I've always wanted one. Kalina, your name is so beautiful. Yes, thank you for being here. And if you haven't hit the like button, consider doing so now. Thanks, moderators, for being here. Let's get in the Cooter DeVille. What do you say? The top's down today because it's nice out.
A Cooter DeVille. I think the devil.
Bye, YBE. Let's jump in. Over the hill. Kelly Mack, thank you so much for your support.
I got time to kill way down in Cootersville. Okay.
Thank you so much.
For making it happen. Thank you.
Let's try and see if our credits work, homie. Homie, don't play that. What show was that? Thank you for the sub, Stephanie Baldwin. Do you guys know that when I ended my stream yesterday, the credits started rolling? It's so stupid. It never works for me. I don't know what my problem is. Here we go. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody take care. Stay safe. Kresha, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, sweetheart. Thank you for the super sticker. Are you going live today, Kresha? Everybody, I'm sure everybody's subbed up to you, but if you're not, check out Kresha. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya. See ya. Be gone. See ya. See ya. See ya. Be gone. Thumbing through the blues, no BB King. Back to back shifts, so just looking for the ring. I wake up, I brush my teeth. I wake up, I ball 2-3. I wake up like, ooh, that's me. Brand new car, like, ooh, that's clean. Tracksuit pants, don't wear no jeans. I'm athletic, count up 100 like calisthenics. Talking about a bag, you got bad credit. New MX, we don't use debit. Calling, brand new deals, keep calling. Tell them bring them through, need all them. For a whole kid still ballin'. I just get up and I zoom. I don't need proof on the proof. I be way up in the moon. I'm looking down on you. Hey, nigga, I'm proud of you. Stack money a mile or two. I might go forever, go for eons. Front like you're on, you don't be on. Pull up in the Tesla, Elon. When I was a kid, I was a phenom. When I was a kid, I was a beast. I pull up, then I be gone. See ya. See ya. See ya. Be gone. See ya. See ya. See ya. Be gone. I'm on a run and you better know. I'm in the know and you better know. I'm here to stay and you better know. I'm at the table, I never fold. I'm at the table, I'm up again. I'm at the table, I'm here to win. Don't cook a record, don't come again. Please, I just need what I need. I collect for my seeds. Would've thought my name Tree. I pick up then I leave. In my pocket I be. I don't like to be seen. I just get up and I zoom. I don't need proof on the proof. I be way up with the moon. I'm looking down on you.
money a mile or two. I might go forever, go for eons. Front like you don't be on. Pull up in the Tesla, Elon. When I was a kid, I was a phenom.